Hey, we're coming at you today with Keegan Dales, and I'm going to talk about different hours and different jobs. You know, a lot of people will tell me that, like, hey, I don't want to, spend my life on the road, or I don't want to work, 80 hours a week, but it's not always that way. Keegan, one of your first jobs was offshore oil rig. Tell us about the hours there.
Yeah, so the hours were 7/12s on the oil rig. So as soon as you stepped foot on the oil rig, the clock was on. We worked 3 weeks out of the month. So
okay.
You could either work 2 weeks on and then get 1 week off, or you could work 3 weeks and then get 1 week off. And it was all 7/12s. So that was an experience going right out of school into that, because in school you had the weekends off, so I had to get used to just working straight through it, and then my week off is when I could rest.
But you don't always work 7/12s. So you just came off of a job out in Wyoming, a little bit less hours?
Yeah, so I've been welding for 5 years now, and I like the jobs that are like 6/10s, 6/12s, and this job, it was 5/10s, which I liked it a lot because it gave me time to do my hobbies and activities on the weekend.
Okay.
Now there's a lot of other guys who didn't like the 5/10s, and they dragged up and they went to other jobs, paying welders for 7/12s. So
Okay.
you can be really flexible in the welding industry and do what you want to do.
So if I was looking to, put a little extra bang in my 401k, I may hit a few of those 7/12 jobs. But if I'm looking, to maybe relax or let my body recoup, then I'm going to look for those jobs that are 40, 50 hours a week.
Right, and if you have a family, that'd be something you'd be looking into as well. Maybe those 40, 50-hour jobs, not always going after the 7/12s, because sometimes the 7/12s can be hard on a family.
Right.
So if you're gonna get a job 50, 40 hours, that'd be great. So.
Yeah, have you ever, tested in and got to a job and it was a different location than maybe your weld test or a company you've already worked for, and then you're expecting a certain amount of hours, and when you get there, it's different?
Right, and that happens a lot too, because sometimes the projects change, the project managers change. A lot of things can happen on turnarounds because it's just a turnaround. You show up, you get welders who work.
Right.
And usually when that happens, I try not to get too upset about it. I just roll with it, because if you drag up and leave or you get upset about it, it may make you look bad to the company. So just I always just stick it out and roll with it, and the next job might be a 7/12s with them, and they'll see that you stayed with them and they'll bring you.
So welding's a career. You can choose where you want to work. You can travel if you want.
Right.
You can work local to you if you want. And essentially you can pick and set your own hours to a certain amount depending on the type of jobs that you.
Right, and it gets better as you are welding for longer, because now I can pick up a phone call and call different buddies and find out what job I want to go to. And I can ask them how many hours, and also I can ask them if they can help me out, get time off on the weekends if I want it. So that's the great thing about welding. It's super flexible. Go where you want, work when you want, mainly.
All right.
Yeah.
So I heard it here. Different types of careers for different types of people, but it's all still welding.
All right, guys, if you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube, check the link below, and also on our website, we have different links and tours so you can check out the school. Until next time, stay tuned.